Hello, good evening, and welcome to the tea room on a Tuesday night. My name's Tickers, and I'm glad you're here. With me is my co-host, Brian. Hello, Brian, how are you doing? We can't hear you, Brian.
Can you hear me now?
I
Hello,
can hear you
Houston?
now.
Come in. Hello.
Yes, what an intro.
Yeah. Let me try that again.
Here's my mute co-host, Brian.
Best sounding American you ever heard, huh?
How you doing, generic American? You all right?
Yeah, good. You know, I'm sitting here about 70 miles away from the Kennedy Space Center. Occasionally we hear things blow up.
I know we have, the bit sonic boom and stuff like that, and I know, wow.
Yeah,
I will be there one day. I'm hoping you'll drive me down there. Hey,
they might mistake you as a lunar lander and put you up on the capsule.
yes, they might do, mightn't they? Absolutely. So, are we all done and dusted with the old location now?
Well, my old house is available for sale if anybody would like to purchase it.
Right, so you don't have to go back there again then. Is that it?
Probably not.
I know, because you disappeared a few days ago and had to go back there. Big old journey.
Yeah, you know, life comes up.
Absolutely, it does. Glad you're doing all right. Glad you're back safely, you and the missus. Let's go through some of the chat and see who's in. Hello, to Patel Philip. How you doing? Ray, woof woof. Bring it on. We'll come to woof woofs in a minute.
Ruff, ruff.
Yes. Timepiece Bob. Good evening. Glad to have you on board. Thank you. In Vacanza. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Matt H, friend of the show. Good evening. How you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever. Voted. Thank you very much. Uncle Jonga, good evening. Watch Apprentice says hello to Matt H. Big V, evening, everyone. Hello, Big V. Hope you're doing all right. Blue Copper Coffee. Looking forward to the tea and gang. Woof woof. Thank you. Thank you very much with the woof woofs. Chili Badger. Hello, watch victims.
I got victimized again.
Christian, even tickets. Hi, Christian. How you doing, mate? Yes. Uncle Jonga, sub date or no date? I would say no date. You've got your phone for that.
I'd say the opposite, just to be a contrarian.
To be a twat, you mean? Yeah, okay, thank you. Right. Oh, is that? Sorry, yeah, okay. Rolly Mania, Ray's wrench come back. Very funny, yes. Well, no, Ray, well, we had to remove his wrench because he just went out and banned everybody, including people who super chatted and things like that. Sorry, Ray. That's just the way it goes, mate.
Yeah.
So watch Apprentice. Watch Apprentice can get back in his box now because we've told you where his wrench was. Go on.
You've only got 6 people and an angry plumber from Belfast that watch the show. And if you ban half of those, then you're down to 3 and an angry plumber.
I like to think we've got a few more than that, but thank you, Brian. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, 36.
I just said, but I'll say it again. The reason it's gone, Ray, is that unfortunately I had an uproar from people who are subscribers and donators of the show who actually complained. So that is why your wrench was gone. I'm sorry, mate, but you did actually ban people who actually super chatted and put people and timed people out and timed Chili Badger out, one of the admins and people like that. So there you go. Sorry, that is as it is. Tell it as it is. Right. So the usual people who come into the show, these two are not actually about. I could say that they're out chasing poodles because I know Ronnie's got a panache for poodles, and he's probably teaching his bro how to go and cop for a poodle. But they're not. They're on the sofa. So I will get them over in a minute, but I can't say they'll stay. But I've got a bag of treats here, and if I rattle them, they'll come and have a treat. And they might just stay because they've already had a treat once. But if they know I've got the bag here, they might just stay. So we are going to rattle the bag in a minute before we start with things, because our friend here, Brian, has got an unpackaging. It's not an unboxing because he's not got a box for it. But at the moment, let's feed the boys. Here we go. Come on. No, you don't. No, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. The camera can't see you otherwise. You can even lie down if you want. The camera still can't see you. Sorry, guys. You can't actually see because the camera's too high.
We can see parts.
You can see parts. Oh. You're going to lie down. You're going to lie down. I'm going to give you a little treat for the people. And then hopefully you might stay because you know I've got treaties on there. Oh, here we go. Now, come on. There you go, boys. Now, lie down. Don't go back to the sofa. Just lie down there. Just lie down. Just think that Daddy's going to give you a treat later. Brian tried to say that Tickers looks like an alien. Ah, well. Or worse, trust me.
Actually, I think if you were here, I think we could dress you up as R2-D2 and it would be perfect.
It would be, wouldn't it? It would be. It's better than them other little fucking things, what they're called. I don't know. There's a couple of things, isn't there?
The Ewoks.
Yeah, there's Ewoks. So what about the things that in the brown uniforms?
The big tall ones?
No, the small ones who go around collecting shit, collecting metal.
Oh, the Jawas. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, but then we'd never know it's you.
Yeah. No, Reg, you can't stand there looking at me because you're not going to get more treats than me. If you lie down, you may get a treat. Sorry, guys. We'll just bits of fur looking about. That's it. Right. On with the show. Thank you, everybody. Right. What we're going to do, we're going to put Mr. Pipeman here on full screen, and he's going to do an unpackaging. It's not unboxing because I said he hasn't got a box.
Wait, we have a full screen dog face now.
Yeah, just at the moment he's having a little bless him. Right, so let's go. Oh, you can do that anyhow. You just put yourself full screen. Why not? Well, yeah. There we are. Right, let's have an unpackaging then.
So let me tell the story of this timepiece.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is one of the more sought after Disney timepieces.
Okay. Wow.
It is a 17 joule manual wind movement.
Wow, and a Disney watch?
Yes, because I only collect the Swiss movement watches.
Ah, right.
And it took me, so I had a price in mind for one in running condition. And every time I saw one come up on eBay, it would be way over the price in mind.
Right.
But this one, I finally got it. It was at an auction, and it's actually running. So it's 1970s.
Oh.
So for comparison against a 39 millimeter, you can see it's a 34.
34. I was going to say 34.
Yeah. It's a 34, but if you look at it carefully, it's goofy.
Ooh, that's nice.
But it runs and it's dialed backwards.
Oh, yes, it is. Why? Is that because it's goofy? Dialed backwards. Is that?
That's because it's goofy. It's a Hellbros that they reversed the movement on it.
Wow.
And it runs and winds and sets.
It runs backwards. It doesn't show 11, but it's 1. It shows 11 because it's 11, and what it goes reverse. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That is
so
good.
the minute hand now is coming down this way.
Wow.
And going around.
That is cool as fuck. That is, Brian. That is good.
Now, I've had this for 2 days, and I wound it, and I think it lost about a minute. So
wow, that's good.
I may eventually send it off for a service, but I will probably never wear it.
Who's it made by?
Hellbros.
Comex. Who?
Hellbros.
Oh, okay. Who makes the movement?
I haven't opened it to see. I can't get it open to see the actual movement, but I'm guessing that it's just a base 17 joule manual wind movement.
Right, gotcha. Got you.
So there it is.
Wow.
You can find for about $40 or $50. You can find the left-handed quartz or the reverse running quartz version of this watch.
But you got the special one. You got the proper one, didn't you? Of course you did.
I wanted the older Swiss movement manual wind.
Of course you did.
So there it is. The backwards goofy.
That is wonderful, that, Brian. I like that a lot.
Well, I'll show it later as it moves around. But yep, there it is.
Okay, now
I can even put it on the wrist, and you can see how small it is compared to modern watches. But this was a full-size adult watch.
Wow, excellent. Yeah, that is nice, that.
There we go.
And do you want to swap the cameras around, and I'll show you what I've got. Yeah. Okay, so I've got my 1966 Accutron Astronaut. Really nice watch. Absolutely brilliant condition for the year. With the coffin bracelet as well. And so the coffin bracelet is worth probably nearly as much as the watch itself as well. Yeah, great watch, that. Great birth year watch.
Yeah.
So Chili Badger said he has 3 backwards goofies. Wow. Yeah. I didn't know Chili was into them as well. Wow, excellent. Yeah.
They're fun.
Excellent.
I may in the future get a quartz just to have and wear.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got some more bots tonight who are busy doing the 500 quid. So I tell you what, if it's who I think it is, quit the bots, or you'll just get banned from the channel. I think I know who it is. So I'll just ban you from the channel if you don't quit the bots. It's complete bollocks. Renee, it's knobheads playing around. I think I know who it is. So they will get removed from the channel and banned completely if you don't sort of like get the fuck off with them. Because it's ridiculous.
Could it be a plumber?
You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I don't know. It could be part of it. I've got an idea who it could be. Definitely got an idea who it could be.
Wait a second. Super.
Thank you very much. Let's get down to it. Rubble Bubble. Have a look. 199. Both thoughts on Thorpe stepping away from from DWV. I'm not discussing stuff like that. Sorry, I'll give you 199 back if you want, but I'm not doing watch gossip on other people. Not my bag. Not my bag, mate. I don't give a shit how much you pay me. I'm not here for talking about watch people stepping away from not doing. Why I'm here to talk about watches, not other watch YouTubers. Simple as that.
And I'd say something about it, but I don't know enough to say about it.
So there you go. There you go. There we go. So anyhow, the thing about it, even if I cancel the people who are doing the bot, they could still do the bots anyhow, whether they were actually part of the channel or not. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. Load of bollocks in it. So let's have a look what we're looking at tonight then.
What are we looking at?
We are going to share the screen now and just hang on. Brian, another
super.
Okay, so he asks us, what do we think of the Patek Philippe 2523? Well, Brian's probably got about 3 of them stuffed in his drawer, knowing him.
I used to have them stuffed in my drawers, but then they got a little yellow.
Ah, right. That's what happens, doesn't it?
So,
all right, let's have a look and see if we can bring that up. Just bear with us a second.
I pulled one up on my other screen over here, and it's a world time.
Oh, right. Do you want to? You've got full rights. Do you want to bring it in then?
No, because then my computer will overheat.
Really? I know, it's okay. I've got one for Hodinky anyhow, so let's just
you got the same one I
share
do.
my screen and do it. Oh, right, I see. That's same one that comes up. Right, let's just pull that up. Won't be a second. Right.
This is it's an auction report.
It certainly is. Oh, that's not the one Jamie's got, is it? He hasn't got one of these, has he? Now it's 3.8 million. It's what do you think, Brian?
I don't like world times. I find them to be
not?
small and hard to see and hard to look at.
It's a talking point, isn't it? I mean, even if you just look at the normal time there, don't you? You just don't bother with all the other stuff that goes with it. It's still a talking point, isn't it?
Yeah. I've seen pictures, and I've seen one in person where the cloisonne on the dial and the enameling was absolutely beautiful. But I just don't like world times. It's just not my thing.
No, I do quite like that. I don't think it's worth 3.8 million or whatever at all.
Yeah, well, these are vintage. I mean, these are old, rare. I know a couple people that are, that follow some of the Patek World Time stuff, and they really get into the different quality of the enameling and the hand styles, and it's a whole nother thing. Right.
Yeah. It's quite nice, but I said I certainly wouldn't spend that kind of money on it. I could have my Holy Grail 5517 and a shitload of change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's nice what it is. But to answer the question, I don't think it's worth anything like 3.8 million. Excuse the camera shaking, guys. As you can see, the boys were having a bit of a play fight, and they were bashing into the table with the camera on it.
And Stephen L brings up a good point here, where some of the more modern world times, you'll have a half. You'll see it where it shows to switch over to. They'll draw a line, and there'll be a little sun for daylight savings time. These older ones didn't really do that.
No.
And you can't do half-hour time zones. They're not travel watches; they're just world times.
Yeah.
But there's one at Watchbox right now for $109,000. Could be yours.
No, still too much. No. Right, Let me have a look at this then. I know it's very sort of like very Marmite. What do you think of that, Brian?
Oh God. Oh.
I don't like it myself, actually. I just saw it and thought I would add it to the table to discuss. What do we think? Let's discuss. It's very Marmite, isn't it? 100% it is. I'm not into square. Well, the only square watches I really like are Reversos or Tag Monacos. Really, they're the only square watches I really, really like.
Yeah.
So
I like Bell and Ross when they do the stuff that's based off of the flight instruments.
Oh yeah, that's got nothing flight instrument related whatsoever, has it? With that gold and that.
Is this gold or is it bronze?
Bronze and bronze in it. Yeah, bronze. Of course it is.
Yeah, bronze and green. Let's take two trends and shove them together. It'll be better. It'll be twice as good.
Yeah. So, Shovel said the Bella tosser.
Yeah.
Rolly say ticket show. Yes, mate. I am showing a Protect. Now, wrong with that. I told you. I have no. Just because I don't own a Rolex, it does not mean that I don't appreciate them. My Holy Grail, as I said, is a Rolex, but it's a 5517, as you know. So, you know.
Yeah. Now, IWC did a green and bronze watch, and I owned it for a while. I don't like the bronze. I don't like watches that change colors. I don't know. Call me fussy.
Someone's telling us to go big screen on the dogs. At the moment, you've only got Reggie's arsehole, so I don't think you want to see that. Unless you've got a banana. Yeah, seriously. Because sorry. Next time they come over, we might do apologise, Hans. They're a bit playful tonight, as you can see. I don't know they're giddy because they've had treats they don't normally have treats at 21 minutes past 9. You know, like giving a baby a fucking sugar in it. They go a bit hyper, don't they? It's probably the same thing, isn't it? Right. Brian?
Yes, sir. Oh, sorry. Super.
Right, Tickers, you taking a roll? What's one of them? What's a Rolex about? What's one of them, Brian?
A Rolex Bow Die or a GMT Concorde? Well, the GMT Concorde, I think, was made for the pilots of the Concorde. I have no idea what a Rolex Bow Die is.
No idea what a Rolex Bow Die is. No
Sounds
idea.
Asian. Sounds Asian to me.
I'll take the GMT Concorde then. Right, Bell and Ross. Let's get back to the. Sorry, a bit slow to that. I do apologise. We are digressing a bit. Bell and Ross. Right. Okay. So let's see what we know about. And we are going to do a price. Obviously, I have no idea what the prices are on these, so we need to have a go. There we are. Look at it. It's no. Sorry. What price are we? What price is this going to be, Brian? I have no idea whatsoever how much this is going to be. I'm going to say $8.5 grand.
Yeah.
No.
Well, 8.5 quid.
Yeah, 8.5. No, 8,500 English quids.
I'm gonna put it at about 7,000 US dollars.
Okay, so about 5,500 quid then. Okay, yeah. Interesting. What's everybody else think price wise? So I always wonder when Big V comes in with an exact. Oh no, what the fuck? Sorry. Hans says, what the fuck? Big V, 4,799. Okay. Hans says, he still says, what the fuck? Right. He wants to put that one up. Right. 1.5K. I will have another one. Hans still says, what the fuck? Right. Okay. Matt Hay says 3K. Really, Matt? I don't think you can get a one of these for 3K, can you? Wow.
I
won't say buy one for 3K. I mean, no, I wouldn't. It's crap. No.
I think that's what they're worth.
Ooh, Muhammad Ali. Here we go, Brian.
Oh.
Chat. Muhammad Ali, £49.99. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Just to get Brian to say those magic words. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. So Graham Cartwright says 3,500 quid. Okay, that's what Mr. M Happy says 6,300. Interesting. Chile reckons 5.5K. Okay, let's just scroll down and see what we can do with this and see where it's any better. No, still don't like it being square. No, don't like it.
No.
Okay. 4,999. Is that what Big V said?
It said 47.99.
Oh, okay. That's all right then. Okay, 4990 US dollars 4,900 or Swiss francs 4,600. Limited to 999 pieces.
Brilliant.
Sorry, not impressed with it at all. Don't like it. Don't like it. Right, what else have we got? Next one we've got is this, a Tissot PR 516 mechanical chronograph.
With a video. Wow.
Wow, with a video. What do you think of that, Brian?
The hand wound PR 516 chronograph.
Is it trying to be a very,
Fantastic.
very poor man's Daytona?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't read it, so it's perfect.
Yeah. It's trying to be a council estate Daytona, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it. Well, and it looks like they're trying to go after the pump pusher era.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's hand wound. That's what's interesting to me. They didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't
What? I didn't know Tissot did a Tissot probably your favorite group.
Yeah.
They're part of the Swatch group, are they? Right.
Yeah.
So what hand wind movement they're putting in that then, do you think?
Something made in China.
Okay.
Yeah, something cheap and Chinese.
Really? Okay. Fair enough. See what else it looks okay. I'm quite impressed with that so far. Let's just scroll down and see what else it's kind of offering.
Would they put an ETA movement in a Tissot? Because that would put it up over $3,000-$4,000.
Yeah, what I can't think. A hand wind ETA movement. Which one we're looking at for a hand wind ETA chronograph movement?
Yeah, that would be expensive.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, see what it says. Read it and see if it says anything about the movement.
So how much do you know how much this is, Brian, without saying?
No, I don't have a clue. I don't look at Swatch grip shitters.
So what price do you think this is? We'll have a look. Let's go through and see if we can find out what movement it is first. Give us a clue.
Yeah, I need to know the movement first.
Okay, so that's the. Is it based on the original rail? Well, that's not a chronograph, is it?
Oh, we got dog noise today.
We got dog noise today, haven't we? Yeah, we have got dog noise. Someone's spooking them outside. No idea what's spooking them outside. They did that the other day, and I went to look outside. I couldn't see anything, but obviously, their sense of smell is a lot better than mine. So there's a cat out there or something. Probably there's a cat out there spooking around, and
they're French bulldogs. They probably smell somebody walking by with a bottle of wine.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so Roger Moore apparently was one of the worst bombs ever. He was wearing a Tissot PR 516 in Live and Let Die. Well, I'm sorry, but he wasn't bombed as far as I can say, Roger Moore.
Oh, but I love that song.
Live and Let Die. Yeah, it's a good song. Yeah. That's right, but I'm sorry, but Roger Moore wasn't. Okay. Let's get back to okay, that's a vintage example of that's really nice. Look at that, isn't it? That is nice, that. The vintage one, don't you think?
No, I like the newer one.
Okay, I love that vintage one. I'm just trying to find out now, without spoiling what the price is, exactly what it's got in it. So 41 mil, 13.7. Well, okay. I'm just trying to sort out now without giving the price out of what movement's actually in it. We do reveal the price, guys. I do apologize. I'm just trying to find out what movement's in it. So I don't do the research beforehand in case I accidentally find the price while I'm doing it. It spoils it. I think this is going to be. I think it's going to be $2,500.
Yeah, I think you're about right. I think 2.5 sterling or 3,300 US.
Just trying to find out whether it tell you what movements. Do you recognise that movement at all or anything? It certainly is hand wine. I know that much. Okay.
I think I saw that.
A Valju A052991. Oof.
All right, I'd like to
That's a Swiss
I'd like to
movement,
raise
isn't
my
it?
I'd like to raise my price.
Right, go on. I was thinking about doing mine as well. Actually, I was thinking I'm going to up it to $3,500.
I'm going up to 4,800 US.
Right. So anyone else want to guess what this is? It's got a Valju A05291291 movement in, so it's quite a hefty movement. So anyone want to guess?
Chili says 5,555 pounds.
Right. Okay.
Thanks, Rolly. We knew what you thought before you even typed it.
So Matt H says 4K. Right. Let me just go and have a look now.
How much is this Swatch Group shitter?
Swatch Group shitter. Okay, so the price is 1,600 Swiss francs. Not limited, €1,975.
Are you
that's
sure
bloody cheap?
Are you sure that's a really?
That's what it says at the bottom. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at their website to double check you because you drink so much tea you could be going crazy.
I could be, absolutely. I could be. But that's what it says. Spare with us 2 seconds.
The Tissot PR516.
You go to the website and have a look. Yeah. Just go and go and have a look. What price is? I must admit that is very, very cheap for something with a Swiss handmade movement, hand wind movement in, isn't it?
Yeah. So it says the PR516 mechanical chronograph is $1,850 US.
Wow.
There's 3 quartz versions that are 500 and 550, and then there's one mechanical Swiss manual winding movement. And it looks like it was finished by some Chinese McDonald's Happy Meal toy makers, but still the movement it's a movement. Now you got to give them props because if you pull up the movement and look at it, it looks like hell, but they're still proud to show it.
Yeah. Let's have a look. One more look at that movement, and then let's just scroll and have a look.
Super Luminova. Well, the case shape looks kind of fugly, but the bracelet looks decent.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I have a feeling that may show up on a on Lord Ticker's wrist one day because
maybe. I've got loads of other things that are, I've always got things that I want, but you never sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, $1,800 US. So that means, children, listen. With a Tissot, that means that you can get it at 35% off. So by the
time that price,
yeah,
wow,
most of the time you can get Tissot for you wait 6 months, it'll be available.
Wow,
so you can get it for 30% off.
Wow, that's like 400, 500 quid off or something ridiculous. That,
yeah,
that's pretty bonkers. That, wow.
And just in case you want to know, they will do they'll do 9 and 10 inch wrist sizes. It just takes some extra time to deliver.
Yeah, wow, that's good. Right, what do we have next? We have one of Miami Sam in Florida, one of his favorites, which is Jack Mason. He likes that brand. What do you think of this? The Jack Mason Strato Timer GMT. There you go, Brian. GMT Espresso. It's okay. So the case shape he's trying to nick the case shape of Seiko, isn't it? But it's actually got the crown in a normal place instead of at like 8 o'clock or something. It's got a bit of a turtle type case shape, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got that 1970.
Beads of rice bracelet by the looks of it as well.
It might be a 5-part bracelet. Doesn't it look like it's got a center, like a Jubilee?
Oh, it's like like a Seiko bracelet, one of them Seiko bracelets. Then yeah. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? What do you think of that? That's different, isn't it?
No, it looks like all the others.
Oh no, come on, it's just not the standard sub-type thing that everyone does trying to copy, does it? Come on, Phil, that looks quite original, do you think?
I could go get the Seiko that they just reintroduced that looks just like it.
Yeah, but where's the Seiko crown?
In an obnoxious 4 o'clock place, but who cares?
There you go. Where's this crown? In an obnoxious
3 o'clock place, poking you in the wrist if you wear it on your left.
Yeah,
hand.
but you wear it on the wrong wrist, so that's your problem.
I wear it on the right wrist. Right. See? Right.
The incorrect wrist.
This is left. Left. Right.
Oh dear. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I quite like that, actually. I do actually quite like that. What's everyone else's thoughts, please, on this? Yeah, someone says it's a diet root beer. Chili says that. That's kind of all right. Yeah.
Click the wrong one. There we go.
$989. Yeah, it's not going to be big time. What's he going to have? What movement's that going to have here? What's he going to have in it? Do you reckon, Brian?
I don't know the brand well enough to say, but I'm going to guess it's a Salita.
It's going to be it's going to be Salita. Yeah, Salita S whatever in it, like S200 or whatever. Or it's not going to have an H35 in it, is it?
I don't know. I don't know them well enough.
No, I don't know. SW200 Salita it's going to have in it. Absolutely, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chili Badger, going back to you, says wrong wrist and drives a Mini on the wrong side of the road. Bless Brian.
My Mini is left-handed as well as me.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Mini. So it says as long as it's a fast one, I used to have a supercharged one. Absolute hooligan machine, proper machine. Okay, so Graham Cartwright says 1,250. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably going to be no more than that. Junie Johnson said it's got a Miyota movement. You're probably right because he goes on Sam's show and Sam is a big fan of Jack Mason, so it probably is a Miyota.
In that case, I like the movement better than the Salita. The Miyota movement's a little more reliable.
Right. Okay. I think it's actually quite nice. It is like it's like a root beer GMT, isn't it? I quite like that.
Looks like they may have stolen the idea.
Yeah. Okay. So the full GMT hand with a red tip and a loom, while the hour hand can be independently set, so it's making it a true GMT. It's not an office GMT. It's a proper bona fide GMT.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be that. Nice. In my book, that would be a great watch to take into London or into Paris or to the beaches in Spain because nobody will try to kill you for it.
Yes, correct, exactly. And as Junie Johnson said, it's got a Miyota 9075 true GMT automatic, 24 joules, 28,800 VPH with a 42-hour power reserve. Okay, let's have a look. So price, right? Actually, I do like. I think the price looks quite nice. It looks like it's got an extension piece, well adjustable, which is quite good. So, US dollars, $999.
That's a good deal.
So, yeah, so $1,000. So I don't know, 850 UK. That's pretty good. That pretty good. Now, we have got a Ratemyshitter that's come in. It's a bit of a contentious one because I don't think it's that bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I actually don't. There is somebody who's connected with the show who has one of this make, so it isn't that bad.
Well, and I have a watch that I want you to look at, and when you have a minute, because I don't believe this watch, and it's British military. It's a British military watch.
Is it a link you've got?
Oh no, I'll drive once it's time, but
Say that again. Sorry.
I'll share my screen once it's time because I want to reveal this watch slowly so that you don't get all excited.
Okay, you got your voice, Brian.
Super chat.
Mr. GMT, long time no see in the chat. Thank you for joining us for $5 Australian. Hey, gents, hope all is well. Remember, always stay sexy, boys. Thank you, Mr. GMT. Thank you. Good to see you back. Excellent. Thank you.
You put a GMT on the screen and he shows up.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? That is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So, we've got Hans saying, is it an Elliot Brown? And we've got Ray Harrison saying, is it CWC? Well, first of all, let's go to the shitter that I've got. So, can we please go over to Brian for his introduction?
You don't want to play the recorded one?
I would like to have it live when we've got it live.
Okay, here it comes. And now it's time to raise my shitter.
Okay, thank you, Brian. So this is from Ray Harrison, and it is a bit of a contentious one because it's a Panzera. Now they're not. Well, I mean, I borrowed one from Ian Nicholson. He's had one. I think he had one or two. So they're not shitters per se, as far as I'm concerned. They're not super exciting, but they're not shitters. What do you think of this then, Brian?
I think it's burned my eyeballs.
What, because of the yellow strap?
Yeah, yellow and
yeah, I must admit, it has to have the yellow strap because of the yellow 12 o'clock, doesn't it, really, I suppose, in a way?
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. It's fine if you're a young guy and you want to look fashionable and you want something that's better than an Invicta, basically, maybe. And
remember, Ian's a big guy. He's a big guy. And he's got one. He's got a Panzera. We shouldn't let that affect you. It's a bust. I think it's a 44 or 45 mil. It's a big watch.
Yeah, to me it looks like a high grade Invicta.
It says 42 mil. Then I'm not sure what movement's actually in these.
They don't want to tell you. Right.
I'd like to see what everybody else in the chat thinks of him. Patel Philip says that the Panzera never burned. Red Shovel's got Panzera. He says, good watch.
Well, there's a good reason for me to not have one now. I
was going to say, here we go. Ivor said, really respect Tickers for defending the poppy against American bullies. Why openly disrespect it? Kudos to Tickers. Thank you very much, Ivor. Appreciate it. So yes, that's Ray Harrison. He owns it. He owns the this Panzera. So apparently he's got a cheap Myota. Ray, of course, he said it's got a cheap Myota in it. Okay, so we are rating it as tea. I mean, it's not like last week, because you missed this last week. Last week we had one, Brian, and basically my definition of last week's was a hospital tea machine, but the DIY trainee plumber had plumbed it into the toilet system.
Hold on. What are your dogs trying to do to each other?
I don't know. I don't know. Were they doing something sexual? I don't know.
I don't know what was going on down there, but I got a little distracted.
Oh, sorry. No, they're just fighting each other. They're not just, yeah. Okay, Brian, you're busy tonight. Sorry.
Super chat.
John answered earlier. My defense to your charges was a long time fan, as this was an enthusiast show. Throw me Lunar Pilot in the bin. No need to throw your Lunar Pilot in the bin, mate. Great watch. Lunar Pilot's in the bin. Last week, I did actually crucify the new Lunar Pilot, I think, because it's no needed, the new one, because it's not the true one. Okay, another one. Oh, sorry. Here we go, Brian.
Super chat. And,
wow,
and a dog butt.
Oh dear. Zeke Hell says Zeke Hell. Deary me. Love the channel. Thank you. Excuse anybody who's offended with the dog butt. Oh dear. Chili Badger, I forgot the Panzera never burned. I sold it to the president. So it's certainly not hospital. It's certainly not hospital tea. It's probably just sort of like tea.
What are your dogs doing?
They're fighting. That's what they do. They play fight. This is what they do. Seriously, they play fight. They're not doing anything sexual. They just literally. This is what they do all day. This is like a lot of the time. They play fight like this. This is unique for you to see this, because that's what they do.
For a minute there, it looked like Boy George and George Michael were fighting each other.
At least with that one, that one does look like he's mounting him, but he's not actually mounting him. They're actually playing. They're not. They just play fighting. Here we go. That is what they do. Okay, so get back to the Panzera. So this is kind of just Lipton's tea or something. So it's like, I won't throw it away. If someone said, I'm going to a cafe and it's Lipton's tea and I want a cup of tea, I'll have a cup of tea. I won't chuck it away. But it's not my choice of tea. Does that make sense?
I believe this is the tea that you get if you go to Starbucks, and the only tea they have there is this tea. And you feel fine about doing it because you went to a fancy place to do it. But to people that know, they know it's not proper tea.
Right. Sorry, the camera, it's just not positioned quite right. Sorry. He just needs to move a bit far over to the other side. Yeah, I know what you mean. So so it's not a complete shitter. If anyone basically, if anyone's new to the show, this is Rate My Shitter. So basically, you have a watch that you class yourself as a shitter, and you send in to ratemyshitter@gmail.com, and we basically the panel and that we rate it, and we rate it in tea. So if it's not a shitter, it's Yorkshire Gold. If it's a complete shitter, it's hospital tea or worse.
After it's passed through the colon and the bladder and come out the other hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for the dog bum hole. Oh dear, right. Have you got any more watches to look at? I'll just have a look first. Yeah, I think we've got one more to look at. There we go. So this is,
and don't forget, I got one to show you.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, okay. Let's stop sharing this and go for it. Well, yeah, of course you have. Yes, go for it. Share the screen.
Right, we're going to present, share screen. I am sharing with you from one of my favorite retailers here in the United States, the European Watch Company. This is a Rolex GMT Master 2. Are you with me? I'm showing a Rolex, and I want your opinion.
Let me guess. I'm gonna guess that this is a special buy-in with something like the Royal Marines or some American military force buy-in with a with an emblem on the back that says if you're a member of them or an ex-member of them, you can show your card and you get one. Am I right? Was it better than that?
I don't know how they do it, but this one is a Sea King rare stickered. They want $46,000 for it. It was 123 pieces in collaboration with the UK Special Forces and only made available to active duty service members when new.
Right. Okay.
Here's my question for you. Yeah. This is the back of it. The back of the watch says Sea King since 1969. And then on the top, which you can't really read here, but down here in the description, it says, "Fear God, honor the King." Now, this was released in 2013.
Yeah.
What king did you have in 2013?
We didn't. It's the Sea King helicopter. It's a picture of a helicopter.
How can you be properly British and say honor the king on the back of it?
It should say honoring the Sea King helicopter, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah, got a helicopter picture of a Sea King helicopter.
Yeah, well, if I was Queen Elizabeth, I would have banned this right away and said it should have said honor the Queen or honor the Sea King.
It has got the Sea King helicopter, and it does say Sea King at the bottom as well. It says Sea King
1969.
1969.
Anyway,
so it would have been a special back. It would have been a special back. It'd be interesting to see whether any of the Sea King guys bought one while they were serving and used it. Actually went out and used it and got it scratched up, dented up, or whether they just kept it covered in the box.
Yeah. I mean, this one, the back of it looks pretty scratched up, but the front looks like they've cleaned it. There's a few stickers.
And to be honest, it's only going to they're not going to keep your door kicking. They're going to be flying a helicopter because that wouldn't last a door kicker. So you've got, I mean, I don't. Oh, it might do, I suppose, in a way.
Anyway, I thought this was interesting. It's a Rolex.
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? Yeah. So you say it's going for how much?
45,600 US, but they've had it for for almost a month now, so it's probably cheaper than that if you wanted it.
And how much did you say that it was brand new? Did he say that?
No, but I know that this watch, the 116710 LNs, the black with the green hands, they sell for 13,000 US right now.
Right.
So they're trying to get a $30,000 premium for the case back.
Right, yeah.
And the limited numbering over there.
And the limited number, the buy-in. That's what they do. They just have a buy-in with somebody and they try and sort of make a shitload of money out of it.
But there's a British military Rolex for you.
Wow. They did do some more. They did do a buy-in. They did one. They did one for the SAS, I think. a few years ago. I remember me and Rowley talked about it in the tea room chat. It wasn't actually issued per se, but they did a buy-in.
Yeah.
For the SAS.
Well, see,
So
you can get this and a Comex sub for the same price.
Well, Tickers, it's 100k cheaper than a mill sub. Yeah, I know it is, but it's not a mill sub, is it? A mill sub is special because of not just because of what it is. It's because it's got the big the grippy bezel with the the edge has got a much bigger on it, so you can grip the gloves. It's also got fixed lugs, which is the main thing, because if you lose this thing, you'd be fucking crying, wouldn't you? This came off your wrist if the bracelet snapped.
Yeah.
We might take this and say it's a NATO, but a NATO strap on a fixed lug watch is virtually, you ain't gonna lose that unless someone goes and cuts it off you. That ain't going. The lugs are welded in. A NATO, yeah, the lugs are welded in, so that's what's absolutely, sir. That's interesting. Right, okay. I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute. Listen, Brian, thank you for joining us.
I'm gonna stop sharing. There I am.
There we go. I'll just give the boys one more bit of viewing for anybody who wants to see them. Just lying there, money making like some little noises like he does. Thank you everybody for joining. Thanks for getting involved. Thank you for guessing the price. And remember, if anyone's got a decent shitter, ratemyshitter@gmail.com. Loads of pictures and tell us how you came about it with a little backstory, and we will rate it and see how we do. Thank you so much for all the super chats. I've had about seven super chats, which is really, really good. Thank you so much. Yeah, Christian said thanks, Tickers. Thanks, Tickers. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Matt. Thank you, everybody. And we will. By the way, I know it's completely nothing to do with watches whatsoever, but if anyone's got Disney Plus, have a look at Shogun. It's about samurais. Another thing, I love. I could probably do a whole different show on samurai. I love samurai stuff. So if anyone's got Disney Plus, watch Shogun. It's fantastic. Spent a lot of money on it, and it's a good series. That's completely different. I was watching it. Right,
and if you have Disney Plus and you want to see some watches, look at the Ed Sheeran documentary, because he's wearing all of his watches during it.
Oh, he's doing a Ed Sheeran documentary. All right. Well, I've got a Disney Plus for as long as Shogun's on for 10 episodes, and there's 2 for the first day, so there's 8 episodes to go. So I've got it for at least another 2 months, so I might watch that. Yeah. Candy bin. You got Andy Bin's later. Oh, Dick. You gotta laugh at some of these names, haven't you? We've had Hail Hitler and Andy Bin's Laden both in the chat tonight. Would you guess it? You gotta laugh. Thank you, Tickers and Brian. Thank you very much. Thanks, mate. Right. I'll say goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Great show tonight. Loved it. And we will see you all next week. Thank you very much. Good night.